Can you imagine floating weightless like a satellite in the...
What's up, folks? It is race day. I am half naked in the streets of Portland at the moment with my teammate, Chris Surratt, who is currently pinning on my number to my skin suit, which is way too tight. I'm falling out of it. It's kind of embarrassing. I guess wearing these clothes in public is embarrassing enough. So we are doing the Portland Criterium today. Course is right there. The women 4-5 are going at the moment. Our race is in about an hour and a half. So we are warming up. It's going to be a tight course. We're racing the 40 plus 1, 2, 3, 50 plus 1, 2, 3 combined field scored separately. So we'll see how it rolls. Any thoughts, Chris?
No, I'm just gonna poke you with this pen.
I deserve it because I already poked him when I pinned his number on because I'm an idiot. All right, let's go.
Put up for Helena. Let's get louder for Helena. She chopped wood at the end of her video, everybody. Helena jumped in a creek and did some push-ups for us. So
we put in work, cause you know we gotta eat. We put in work, 7 days a week.
Masters, riders ready?
All right, here we go. Here is the start of the Master Race. This is a 45-minute race, and it started fast and furious here, which is the way these races usually start. Matter of fact, we were warned that it would probably start pretty fast, and make sure you're warmed up pretty good, and make sure you clip in pretty fast. And so our field had about 30 or 35 people in it, something like that. But I think only about 20 finished the race because they were pulling riders who dropped off the back. So it was important to kind of stay up and stay attached, and that was my plan. You can see here the laps only took us about 60 seconds per lap, right around 60, 61, 57, 55 seconds, something like that to do each lap, depending on how hot and heavy we were going. And so we did like 45 laps of this course, which is a whole lot. But these are the 1, 2, 3 masters. This is the 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds. Some of these 40-year-olds are freaking rock stars and will also race in the Cat 1-2, P1-2 race later that happened later. And some of the 50-year-olds are no slouches either. I know a lot of these guys, and so it's always a fun group to race with. The great thing about this race and racing with these guys is that everybody kind of gives you room. Not really gives you room. It's still a crit. You still have to dig. You still have to go pretty hard. But everybody kind of gives you room. These are 1, 2, 3s. These are guys that have raced quite a bit. Sometimes you buzz through the field and take a flyer, which is what I kind of did right there. You can see this one corner was really difficult. There was bad pavement going into it. You kind of went from corner to gutter, and then but the field had slowed down a bit, so I dug through it and see if I could pull this guy back, and through the magic of speeding up the film, yes, I pulled this guy back. But then I kind of sat on the front for maybe 5 or 6 laps. I'm not sure how many laps it was. And it wasn't the front. There was one guy off the front who ended up lapping the field. And so I wasn't digging too hard, but I was just trying to keep up. And nobody was really going through. And the guy who was sitting right on my wheel, he had a teammate up, up off the front. And so, of course, he's not going to pull through, and he shouldn't. And so I finally kind of just sat up and as soon as you sit up and it slows down, somebody's going to attack. And that's what happened. A couple of guys attacked. They didn't attack so hard that they got away, but I was able to kind of stay with them. And that was kind of the point. My whole point in doing this race was to help my teammate, Chris Surratt, who was pinning my number on for me at the beginning. And he's trying to get some points for best all-around rider. And so needs some more Criterium points. That's why Chris and I did a mountain bike race last weekend and a weird cyclocross race last weekend. And this weekend, we're doing 2 crits. That's Chris Surratt right in front of me. I'm supposed to be kind of protecting him or wanting to keep him up close. And so here we are, I don't know, 20 laps into this race, and he came around me, which means I'm not doing my job. So, and it was moving fast enough that it was kind of hard to move up. This is a narrow course, pavement's not so good. 7 corner crit, I think. 8 corners? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 corners. And so, you kind of got to put the gas on and keep up. And a lot of times what happens in these races is it will be super hard for 10 minutes or something like that, and then it will ease up like this, and it will bunch up, and we're going to a corner that really should be single filed, but we're kind of 3 wide. You can see I go to curb to gutter to curb there, and that's what I'm trying to do, is just kind of try to stay safe. Our field was actually pretty safe. There was 1 crash in our field, and it was the leader who clipped a pedal on a corner. He's a triathlete from Canada, so we won't think too badly of him. So he clipped a pedal and went down, jumped back up, was able to go to the pit and get himself sorted and get back in. And then, I don't know, like 10 laps later, he flatted. And so we had to go to the pit and get a new wheel. So wait, the guy, I think he took 2nd overall, but he did like 5 less laps than me. How is that fair? Oh wait, that's crit racing. That's the way it goes. Anyway, so here we are, kind of still digging along. I'm trying to stay in it. I didn't really know they were pulling people because I was trying to stay in this front 7, 10 people or so, and trying to take these corners pretty good. Gosh dang it, I had fun today. I had a lot more fun than I thought I would. That's a Hutch's Dental guy. There was 2 Hutch's Dental guys near the end. Chris Kutach, he's super fast. Warren Atke, he's also super fast. Those guys ended up on the podium in the 50-plus field. This is Stephen Plomer right ahead of me, or maybe it's Stefan. He's German, so he doesn't have any sense of humor. That's not true. Stephen's hilarious. So we are kind of winding down to the end here, and you can see I'm trying to move up a little bit so that I could be in a little bit better position. And Chris is now on my wheel, or 2 people behind me, and so just trying to kind of keep him safe and see what we can do. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes guys try a flyer like that. That guy took a flyer on the 1 backstretch that goes through the start-finish line, and I don't think it lasted very long. He didn't get away, but kudos for taking a shot at it. So, way to go, dude. So, lots of fun. Anyway, here we go. Tight corners, lots of fencing, lots of people out today. It was kind of a party atmosphere. Lots of guys. That guy had just dropped his chain right here. I think we're coming around on like 2 laps to go or something like that. I know it's getting close. Maybe this is the last lap. See, I'm not keeping track anyway. This might be the last lap, and I'm already like tailing off, not keeping up with Plomer here. And there's, I don't know, 7 or 8, 9 guys ahead of me, and half of those guys are 40s, and some of those guys are 50s, and I know there's at least 1 guy in his 50s that's up there. This guy was in the 40 field, so I wasn't too terribly concerned with him. Yeah, here we are. We're coming through with this is 1 lap to go here. So bell lap, in a 60-second lap, and we probably did this lap in like 57 seconds or something, so pretty quick. You're not gonna move up real easy unless you're already up at the front. And Chris and I's main objective was to finish this race. We wanted the points, and we wanted to finish and stay attached, and so staying upright was important. A little bit easier to do in the 40-50 field when you've got guys that are experienced and all have jobs the next day and all want to try to be safe, and we're not trying to kill each other. And whether I win or lose this race didn't mean jack to me. I just wanted to help my teammates. So, and here we are coming around final corner, and I'm, you can see I'm not even in it And I'm digging here a little bit to lead out my teammate. And I hope that to see them come around. Boom. Yes, he does. He comes around. I think Chris ended up 7th or 8th in the 40 field. And I ended up 7th in the 50 field, which is just about where we wanted to be. We were safe. We didn't crash. And so we had a good time. And then I know all these guys, so we kind of make fun of people. Stephen Plomer, that's Jason Evans right ahead of me. He's really come on the last couple years as a Masters racer. So these are all good guys that I've raced with quite a bit. Rich Ensworth up here, he is the guy. He ended up taking 2nd. I'm not seeing Rich. He's in the POA kit, in the all blue kit. But he ended up taking 2nd in the 50s, and the 2 Hutches guys were 1st and 3rd in the 50s, and the Quarry Test Team guys kind of ruled the 40 field. They were 1st and 3rd and 4th. So next field's about getting ready to go. Thanks, Dave Roth. He is one of our guys from Obra, our officials, and it's his 50th birthday this week. Happy birthday, Dave. And then I see some other teammates and guys who are on injured reserve who would both absolutely smoke me. Greg Steele and these are the guys who won the 40s field.
What's this?
And then,
Beer and flowers from the podium?
Rich Ensworth, who took 2nd. He rode to the race and back, so he gave me his podium prize. Hey, you guys, thanks for watching. We're going to do another crit tomorrow. Let's see how it goes.